My name is Patty Zoll. I manage the Work-Life program, which is an optional benefits program in our Human Resources division. I was deployed to the Ventura County Fairgrounds in January of this year to work at the vaccine clinic, and I ended up being a staff supervisor over all of our other disaster service workers during that time. A lot of it was coordinating schedules because we were open 6 days a week, and so there were some folks that needed to work 5 days, not 6, or some that would work 6 and not 5. So it's coordinating schedules. It was also kind of assessing people's skills to have them in the right role, in a role where they could really shine, as well as also doing some cross-training so that it didn't get boring and people could work in different roles. As well as I kind of became a little bit of a site expert in some of the charting systems that we would have to use as well. So I would be adding new users or adding vaccinators into the system, making sure that all of the registration lists were printed out for the day, and just kind of monitoring the amount of appointments that we would have and making sure that we had the matching vaccine amount to go with. I was pretty ready to get going with it. There had been some talk a month earlier about deploying me, and then that situation fell through, so I knew that it was coming. I was kind of glad that it happened when it did. It was nice to get the holidays through with, and I was really glad when I found out that it was at the vaccine clinic, because I felt like that was a positive thing. It was something to be almost happy about, excited about, because it was a good thing, right? It was kind of the beginning to getting this whole thing over with. And I was really also glad that I could stay in Ventura, since I live in Ventura, so the commute wasn't as bad for me. Lots of memories. When we started, things were stressful. It was tough because we were only the second vaccine site that opened, so there wasn't a really firm blueprint on how to do this, and so we were kind of building the plane as it was flying, they like to say. So we had some stressful days where we had to work extra hours to get all of the vaccines in. Sometimes we were fighting the elements even though we were inside. We had our second week of operation. We had that huge, really bad winds, and we lost power. We still figured out a way to get the vaccines done, but so there were challenges. Every day there were some sort of challenges. And so even though you never really knew what to expect, it felt good to, take on that challenge, overcome it, and still get 1,000 people vaccinated in a day.